Alrighty, welcome back to another Bannerlord video, and today I thought, since we're kind of like, we made some progress in our, what do you call it, walkthrough, gameplay, new playthrough in 2025. Go check it out, first link down below. But I wanted to kind of talk about like kind of the roadmap of, or not the roadmap, kind of the list of goals, or in a row, the list of what you need to do depending on where you're at. So if you ever get into a point in your gameplay where you're like, exactly what do I do now? Like, where am I at, and what do I do based on where I'm at? Now, one thing that you always need to check for this is your clan tier. Your clan tier does a lot, especially early on. Later clan tiers, like clan tier 5, those don't really matter. Those just give you plus to like these numbers: companion numbers, workshop numbers, caravan numbers. But the first couple give you pretty much, it unlocks new things you can do in the game. Okay, so let's get the little paint out real quick, and let's do it. Let's just go over how I would do it, and I'll also write it down below in the description if you guys want to like copy it and put it somewhere for yourself as well. Okay, so whenever I put a number, that's going to be your clan tier. So first, let's start with 0, clan tier 0. That's what you're going to start the game with. Okay, then you got clan tier 1. It's a bit important. Actually, I should probably put it back. Not put it back. Give it a little bit of space. So it's clan tier 0. Let's do clan tier 1. There we go. That is not it. Give me a brush. Give me a brush! Boom. There we go. Clan tier 1. Let's do clan tier 2 over here. Clan tier 3. And then clan tier 4. Okay, those are like the ones you should look out for. And 3 really doesn't do much at all, but it's in between the important ones. The most important ones are 0, 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so now let's talk about why they're important. So you start the game right over here. Let's put start of the game, right? This is going to be your start of the game. Okay, it's going to be your start of the game right over here. So clan tier 1, you started the game. All right, so what do you need to focus on? You need to focus on getting to clan tier 1. That is done with renown. Right over here, let me just put this over so you guys can see. Scoop. It's based on your renown. How do you get renown? Very simple, very easy. You do anything in the game. You do quests, you do you participate in fights, sieges, all that stuff. Everything gives you renown. Participate in tournaments, win tournaments, is going to give you renown. Okay, so just participate in like the world that you're around, and you're going to get renown as you go. Okay, but what should you focus on? You should focus on a couple of things. First, start doing quests. Very simple. Again, you're just starting the game. Do quests, see what they got, see what the quests do, see how fast you can do them, see which ones you like more, which ones you dislike more, and then go from there. You don't ever have to do quests. Just if you do accept them, make sure you do try to finish them, or you're going to get minus reputation. Minus reputation with the quest giver gives you less slots that you can actually get your, your troops whenever you're recruiting them. So you got quests. You got bandit fights. So at first, you got to start with bandits and looters, okay? Don't actually try to fight like any big parties yet. You're not established at all. Stick to bandits. There's no, if you lose, obviously you're going to get captured by the bandits. But there's no reputation loss. No one gets angry at you. No one's going to start wars with you if you're fighting bandits. Bandits and looters are fair game. Next, you want to participate in some tournaments. Tournaments give you a chance to face off. You can also do a little bit of betting as well. A little bit riskier early on because you don't have that much gold. But I spelled that so wrong. There's an E somewhere in there. Regardless, tournaments. You want to do them. They give you renown if you win. There's a couple of perks as well that could give you bonus renown. I don't really suggest you get those unless you want to. It's up to you. But they are a good way to get a little bit of money early on, especially if you're confident in your ability to fight, like one-on-one, not in big battles. Sometimes one-on-two. Depends on how the tournament looks. And also win a prize at the end, which you can either sell or keep. Then I suggest, what's it called? Obviously, the starting of the main quest. So the main quest, you got to talk to like 10 different dudes. I would do that as soon as possible. How do you find those dudes? Go around the map. If you see an orange, I think it's an exclamation point, or is it a question mark? I think it's an exclamation point. An orange one. An orange one of these. Once you see one of these, go talk to that said person and ask them about the Battle of Pendrake. Alright, you get 10 of those, then you go to the second part of the quest where you talk to Estonia or the other guy, but that's a little bit later on. But start that quest, do that, especially if you have hero deaths on. Those guys die over time as well. They got a little bit of protection, but not a lot. So go do that as soon as you can. I'll start as soon as the game starts, okay? Next, also I would suggest, picking up a hobby. Smithing. Look at it. See if you like it, okay? I'm not going to put it on here because it's not necessary, but, check it out. Maybe you like to fight in alleys. Find a hobby. Let's put a hobby, okay? So you could be fighting alleys. You can be, obviously tournaments could actually go under hobby as well. You can go, again, try smithing, try some trading. See which way you're trying to go, okay? Now, Clan Tier 1, what do you do when you get to Clan Tier 1? Alright, so you've done all this stuff. You should have some money. You should have some money. If you don't have some money, keep going. But you should have some money. Now it's time to actually go into a little bit, what's it called? Investment territories, we say. Try out some caravans and try out some workshops, okay? Obviously, there's other stuff you use mods, but we're talking about the base game right here. Workshops, okay? As you go up in your clan tiers, you will have more space to make more caravans and more workshops. But once you go to tier 1, by the time you get to tier 1, I would say this is when you start trying to buy some of those up. So you get some, income, what's it called? Without actually having to do anything. Yes, they're risky. Yes, there's 100 guys on YouTube. Go check those out, okay? Next, we have, you want to do lesser clan fights. This is risky, but it's worth the reward, okay? So, we're going to do lesser clans. What do I mean by this? These are clans that usually join as mercenaries. Attack them only when they're not attached to a major kingdom. If you do that, they'll get mad at you for a little bit, but eventually they'll forget about you, okay? But if they are connected, if they are currently in a mercenary contract with a major kingdom, you will go to war with that kingdom. Don't do that. Just make sure they're not, part of that. Next we have is a mercenary contract of yourself. Become a mercenary. Now, there are some things right over here. Mercenaries, you earn per influence. The more influence you get influence by doing fights, sieges, all that stuff in between. They pay you per day per influence. More influence, more pay. Also, if you become a mercenary, do not start wars with other lesser clans. Becoming a mercenary kind of cancels out this and also caravans, okay? And some workshops as well. So here's the thing. When you turn clan tier 1, you can kind of like pick a road. Do you want to go kind of just the investment route? Go for caravans, workshops, and attack lesser clans. Or you can go the mercenary route. If you want to get into more battles, bigger battles, join armies, join up with like other people in a similar kingdom. And obviously you're going to build a reputation with them as you get into fights as well. That will gain you money from just attacking and doing all that. Caravans and workshops will make you money by not, attacking and all that. You can still build workshops whenever you are a mercenary. Just make sure it is in the kingdom that you are a mercenary of. Okay, if you make a workshop in let's say a town that your kingdom that you're a mercenary of decides to attack, you will lose that workshop. Okay, so be careful. The enemy will take it because you will become the enemy. Okay, so again, if you want to become a mercenary, also be careful with caravans. Caravans are supposed to avoid war paths and like war areas, but at the same time, if you're at war, they might get caught out. So again, you kind of have to make a choice. I suggest you try out the caravans, try out the workshops first. When you first get to clan tier 1, try out, attacking some lesser clans, see how you do, see if you can handle it, get into a little bit bigger fights before you join as a mercenary, just so you can build up your gold even more, okay? Now, clan tier 2, this is important. This is where you can turn from a mercenary to a vassal. Let's go like that. That's perfect. This is where you could be a vassal. A vassal is when you join. So, to become a mercenary, you can talk to any lord inside of a kingdom that you want to join and pretty much become a mercenary. To become a vassal, you have to talk to the main guy, big dog, top dog, whoever the kingdom owner is currently. You have to talk to them, and you have to be clan tier 2 to become a vassal. Once you become a vassal, it's not like a mercenary contract. You can't just cancel the contract and go about your way. If you cancel your vassalship, that pretty much means you have to give up your land and you will incur reputation loss, okay? So this one is a bigger commitment than mercenaries. Mercenaries is just pretty much pay to fight. Vassal is you are part of the kingdom now, okay? So once you do that, you'll get some perks, you'll get some extra troops, you'll get like a nice weapon, all that. And obviously, if you go into an army, right as soon as you become a vassal and attack some castles or something of towns, very rarely will you actually get them early on. But if you attack some castles while you're inside of an army of the place you just became a vassal of, there's a very high chance they're gonna reward you like the first castle. So you know what I mean. Once you become a vassal, it's very easy to get your first fief. Okay, so I'm also gonna put fief right here. So this is if you manage to become the vassal, you will usually get a fief. A fief is a king. It's not a king. A town or a castle. You can control it, add governors to it. You can mess around with the prisoners. You can sell the prisoners. You can recruit the prisoners. You can do a lot of things. You can garrison units. You have like a chest in there as well where you can put stuff. And obviously, it is a way to make you income as well. And lastly, on 2, you could do it before, obviously, as well. Marriage. You want to get married. You want to have children. You do save your family once you become clan tier 1, if I'm not mistaken. That's when the family quest begins. They did the family thing because they want you to have more family, but also you want to add marriage on top of that. Either if you're playing as a woman or a man, regardless, just make sure you find your other significant other and get to it so y'all can have some kids. Because if you have deaths enabled, like if you've been watching my gameplay, we're only like not even a dozen in, and we already lost our main guy. You know what I mean? Spoiler alert. But yeah, it's been crazy. So if you have deaths enabled, you want marriage, you need kids, you need to expand your what do you call it? Your kingdom or future kingdom, clan for right now, right? Clan tier 3 is like an intermediate period. It's really just like continue what you're doing. Just continue what you're doing. And then on clan tier 4, that's one more important thing. This is where you can create your own kingdom. You can do it either through the main quest. It used to be, you could with the main quest, it's clan tier 3, but I think they moved it to clan tier 4 for all of them. But create your own kingdom. So this comes with a lot. So obviously, or you can continue as vassal. It's not required, right? But this is when you can start doing it. And obviously, if you want to play the game to its full conclusion, then you kind of want to, you know what I mean, start your own kingdom and, be that guy. But creating your own kingdom lets you recruit lords, obviously, recruit clans. You can make your own clans with your companions. You can vote for policies. You can declare war and peace. And obviously take over, okay? That is pretty much what you should be doing. Now, a couple of things at the end that I suggest you look out for. Let me just put a little section right over here. This is a look out and put LO. Stuff that you should look out for throughout the whole part of the game and what you're playing. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I just sneezed all over myself. All right. So things you should look out for. First is you should look out for lords. Just all in general, lords. This is for your fog of war. This is for your quests. There's also very good quests that lords give you. Always look out for lords. Always meet up with lords. Always just go say hi because they get added to your encyclopedia. And whether it's for marriage, whether for recruiting later on, you're going to need to know people. So the more people you bump into as you're playing the game, the easier it is to make decisions later on. Okay? And there's also perks where, like, if you just meet somebody, there's a chance you get reputation right away and stuff like that. And the more lords you know, especially when you're a vassal and you want fiefs, you want people to vote for you to become the fief guy. Because obviously, once you take over a fief, there's a vote. If everybody loves you, you will win the vote. Next, companions. Companions. You want to look out for companions. You always need some good companions, whether it's to lead a party, a caravan, have in your party, do smithing with, be a governor, all that stuff. Companions, they're great. Later on, you can make them into your, their own clans. They're just overall something that you always should look out for, okay? And then lastly, these are like two like one-offs, but I always like to put them in there. Look out for villages that are connected to castles, okay? Villages that are connected to castles have the unique troop line for whatever kingdom it's a part of. Battanians, those are the best archers, are the villages that are connected to the castles, okay? So that is one bonus that castles have over towns. They have the unique, the villages that are connected to said castle have the unique troops, okay? So like if we go into our game right here, this is the castle that I own. As you can see, the bound villages are these two right over here. If we go to these two right over here, what is this? Shake the tree, sure, don't care. All right, but if you go to this right over here, we go to recruit troops. Here you go. This is the Khazate noble line, as you can see, and it's very, very good. And if I go to this one as well, it's not every single village, but it's most of them, pretty much. And this one, we have two of the guys as well. I actually have three guys that all give this unique line. All right, let's go back. All right, and then lastly, one thing that I always talk about in my playthroughs is always check for wars, whether you're in one or without one. Wars, if you fight, you know, parties, even bandit parties around wars, a lot of them carry prisoners. A lot of them carry a lot of loot. There's a lot of money to be made around wars. You know what I mean? Kind of sounds like the real world. I know, crazy. It is what it is. But that's it. There it is. Hopefully that helps anybody who's stuck, wondering what should I do next. This is pretty much the baseline of how to go from start to finish. Okay, from start to end. We could put like a end right over here. And I'll type it out and I'll put it in the description for you guys as well. Okay, so that's the end. There it is. Start, end. All right. I'll see you on the next one.